airports in Virginia and Texas were forced to close screening lanes as the world's busiest airport in Atlanta reported hour-long wait times due to Transportation Security Administration agents calling out sick during President Donald Trump's partial government shutdown. Washington Dulles International became the latest airport to close screening lanes on Monday due to unpaid SAW agents calling out. Houston's George Bush Intercontinental Airport also confirmed that their Terminal B checkpoint will remain closed on Monday after shutting the area down Sunday afternoon. Meanwhile, in Atlanta, it was taking more than an hour for passengers to get through domestic checkpoints. Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport reported the lengthy wait times on its website, showing the long waits at all three checkpoints in the domestic terminal. Atlanta's wait time stretched well beyond what the SAW says most passengers have endured since the shutdown began. Callers to the SA's media relations line heard a recorded message saying employees were unable to answer phone calls due to a lapse in federal funding. The recorded message said that 99.9% of passengers nationally waited less than 30 minutes to get through security on Friday, and 95% waited less than 15 minutes. The message adds that security standards remain uncompromised at the nation's airports, despite reports of a passenger carrying a firearm on board a flight from Atlanta to Japan after standard procedures were not followed at its SAW checkpoint. The traveler departed from the Atlanta airport and flew to Narita International Airport in Chiba on January 3. SAW has determined standard procedures were not followed, and a passenger did in fact pass through a standard screening SAW checkpoint with a firearm at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, a SAW spokesman said in a statement. The passenger flew on a Delta Airlines flight, and upon the customer's disclosure, the airline reported the incident to the SAW. Monday marked the first business day after security screeners missed paychecks for the first time due to the partial government shutdown. No-shows among screeners across the nation have soared, with a national rate of 7.6 unscheduled absences Monday morning, a SAW spokesman said. That compares to 3.2% for this time 1 year ago, SAW spokesman Thomas Kelly said in a statement. Monday's long wait times come with less than 3 weeks remaining before the city hosts one of the world's biggest sporting events. Super Bowl 53 on February 3 is expected to bring hordes of travelers to Atlanta for the game and days of concerts and related events. The statement from SAW attributed the long waits in Atlanta to anticipated high volume. SAW, airport authorities and airlines will continue to work closely to ensure resources are optimized, efforts to consolidate operations are actively managed, and screening and security are never compromised, Kelly said. Airport officials did not immediately respond to requests for comment. News of the wait times comes after Miami International Airport closed one of its terminals for part of Saturday and Sunday because many SAW workers were calling in sick. Share this article. Share. But the airport confirmed the reopening of Concourse G on Monday. The decision to temporarily shutter Concourse G over the weekend was due to the airport's concern that it didn't have enough SAW agents to staff the security checkpoint. The airport was said to have been short about 40 SAW agents. Concourse G's checkpoint will be fully staffed on Monday, however, airport spokesman Greg Chin said. The concourse, which serves United Airlines along with smaller carriers Aruba Airlines, Bahamas Air, Frontier Airlines and Sun Country, operated as normal until it was closed at 1 p.m. Saturday, then reopened for flights Sunday morning, before closing again later in the day at 1 p.m. Miami International wasn't the only airport that faced SAW worker shortfalls. At the Washington Dulles Airport, screening lanes were closed because airport and airline officials decided to consolidate checkpoints because of the absences, according to Politico. SAW spokesman Michael Bolello partially attributed the absences to this weekend's snowstorm, but acknowledged that it was slightly higher than a normal call-out rate. At Houston's Bush Intercontinental Airport, a security checkpoint was closed Sunday afternoon in Terminal B and remained closed through Monday morning. Houston airport officials ascribed the closure to staffing issues associated with the partial shutdown. According to Politico, the SAW also had to cancel training for 323 employees. A SAW spokesperson said 18 supervisory and advanced training classes were nixed last week. It's thought that the SAW workers who are calling out sick are doing so because they are looking for other ways to get paid to make ends meet during the shutdown. In Tampa, the Tampa International Airport, in partnership with Feeding Tampa Bay and other groups, has set up a food bank for SAW and U.S. Customs employees, according to ABC Action News. The food bank will be set up at the airport's police training facility on West Shore Boulevard. SAW employees can receive food with valid ID. The food bank opens Monday to Saturday from noon to 2 p.m. and from 8:10 p.m. We're seeing lots of requests from individuals hoping to help our federal partners. Donations are being accepted by Edo Sunkist and at Feeding Tampa Bay through their websites, Tampa International tweeted on Monday. Since December 22, some 800,000 U.S. federal employees have been on mandatory leave or working without pay because Trump and Congress have been at an impasse over $5.7 billion the president wants to build a wall along the U.S.-Mexico border